15 foods high in purines and uric acid. Uric acid is a natural waste product in the body that comes from the breakdown of purines. Purines are compounds found in some foods that the body breaks down into uric acid. High levels of uric acid can cause gout and kidney stones in some people. If you have gout or are prone to kidney stones, limiting foods high in purines is a good idea. Here are 15 foods highest in purines to be mindful of. 1. Organ meats. Organ meats like liver, kidneys, and sweetbreads have some of the highest concentrations of purines. A 3.5-ounce serving of beef liver contains over 500 milligrams of purines. Organ meats also tend to be high in cholesterol and saturated fats. It's best to limit your intake of organ meats to no more than 4 to 6 ounces per week if you're prone to gout or kidney stones. 2. Anchovies. These tiny fish are packed with flavor and purines. Just 3 ounces of canned anchovies contain about 135 milligrams of purines. Anchovies are also high in sodium, so it's best not to make them a regular part of your diet if you're concerned about gout or kidney stones. Other fish high in purines include sardines, herring, mackerel, and scallops. 3. Red meat. Beef, pork, and lamb are all high in purines, with beef being the highest. A 3-ounce serving of beef can have over 100 milligrams of purines. Red meat is also high in saturated fat and cholesterol, which is another reason to eat it in moderation if you're prone to gout or kidney stones. Opt for leaner cuts of meat like sirloin or tenderloin. 4. Organ meat soups. Soups made with organ meats like menudo or pho with tripe are packed with purines. 1 bowl of menudo can contain over 300 milligrams of purines from the beef tripe, liver, and meat. Avoid these soups or choose veggie versions if you watch your purine intake. 5. Game meat. Venison, rabbit, and other game meats are higher in purines than beef or pork. A 3-ounce serving of venison can have over 200 milligrams of purines. Wild game birds like duck and goose are also high in purines. It's best to limit intake of these meats to no more than 3 to 4 ounces per week if you're prone to gout. 6. Yeast. Foods like beer and bread made with yeast contain moderate amounts of purines. Just 1 cup of beer can have 15 to 30 milligrams of purines. When yeast breaks down during food production, it produces purines. Other foods with yeast include vinegar, cheese, and mushrooms. Limit your intake of these foods to keep purines in check. 7. Asparagus. This healthy green veggie is one of the highest plant sources of purines. Just 5 spears of asparagus have about 10 milligrams of purines. Eating asparagus in moderation is fine, but avoid eating it multiple times weekly if you watch your purine intake. Veggies like spinach, peas, and cauliflower also have purines, but at lower levels. 8. Salmon. Most fish are healthy for you, but salmon is one of the highest in purines compared to other types of fish. Just 3 ounces of salmon can have over 40 milligrams of purines. Other high purine fish include tuna, mackerel, sardines, and herring. Limit your intake of these fish to 2 to 3 servings per week to keep purines in check. 9. Bacon. Bacon is a very high purine food you might not expect. Just 1 slice of bacon can contain up to 45 milligrams of purines. Bacon is also very high in saturated fat and sodium, so it's a food you only want to eat on occasion anyway. Other high purine meats include sweetbreads, beef kidneys, chicken livers, and sausages. 10. Scallops. These tasty mollusks are another seafood high in purines. A 3-ounce serving of scallops contains around 20 milligrams of purines. Other shellfish like mussels and shrimp are also moderate in purines. Enjoy scallops and other shellfish in moderation, sticking to 1 to 2 servings weekly. 11. Mushrooms. Raw shiitake and portobello mushrooms are a high source of purines for a vegetable. Just 1 cup of sliced shiitake mushrooms contains about 30 milligrams of purines. Other mushrooms like morels, oysters, and chanterelles are also fairly high in purines. Eating mushrooms moderately is fine, but avoid eating them daily if you watch purine intake. 12. High fructose corn syrup. Foods sweetened with high fructose corn syrup, like sodas, candies, and baked goods, tend to be higher in purines. HFCS stimulates purine production. 1 12-ounce soda pop can contain 15 to 20 milligrams of purines from the HFCS. Limit your intake of HFCS sweetened foods and beverages to keep purines low. 13. Peas. Along with asparagus and spinach, peas are one of the highest plant sources of purines. 1 cup of green peas contains up to 200 milligrams of purines. Eat peas in moderation, especially if you are cooking them. Cooking tends to increase the purine content in peas for some reason drastically. Frozen green peas have lower purine levels. 14. Gravy. Meat-based gravies are typically very high in purines, using meat drippings and juices. Just a 1/4 cup of beef or turkey gravy can contain over 50 milligrams of purines. Make your gravy using vegetable broth instead of meat broth, and use cornstarch to thicken instead of meat drippings. This will keep the purine content low. 15. Sweetbreads. Sweetbreads are an organ meat from the pancreas and thymus glands of animals like cows and sheep. They are considered a delicacy and are packed with purines. A 3.5-ounce serving of cooked sweetbreads contains over 500 milligrams of purines, more than any other food. It's best to avoid eating sweetbreads if you have gout or kidney stones. Tips for lowering purine intake. Limit your intake of the highest purine foods like organ meats, red meats, and seafood to no more than 3 to 4 ounces a few times weekly. Eat more plant-based proteins like beans and legumes to replace meat a few times weekly. Always moderate your beer, wine, and liquor intake, no more than 1 to 2 drinks per day. Choose low-fat dairy products and minimally processed grains and cereals over those made with yeast. Drink plenty of water daily. Aim for 8 to 10 glasses. Staying hydrated helps flush uric acid from the body. In conclusion, being mindful of foods high in purines and making smart dietary choices can reduce gout flare-ups and improve your body's uric acid balance. Work with your healthcare provider to develop the best diet plan for you. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and comment on the video. Please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell.